Hey up, welcome back. So in this one I bought a cheap Halford's toolbox basically. It's the cheapest one I could find really. It is all metal, 3 drawers. Basically I think it were about 35 quid. I can't remember now. I'll put price up on screen. So let's have a look at it. Obviously for 35 quid, don't expect it to be fantastic, right? I'll just say that. But on another note, for 35 quid, it is well worth 35 quid. But it's not brilliant. So, start off with these. The drawers are locked, right? 3 drawers, all locked. You have to open the lid to gain access to the drawers. Now, the drawers, as you can see, there's no ball bearing sliding drawers on this thing. It is just a drawer that slides on. It's a friction drawer basically. I don't know what the weight capacity is on it either. I've not looked. I'm not going to look. You know, it's not going to be a lot, but it'll hold enough. You know, it's meant to be one that you carry about. Now, the reason I bought this is I wanted a small toolbox for at work. Now, I've got plenty of tools at home. If you're a regular to the channel, you'll know what I do for my trade, which doesn't really need like hand tools as such. It kind of does. I'm a blacksmith. A lot of tools we make as self, main thing being an hammer. Right? But there is machinery and stuff like that that we sometimes have to maintain. So I bought this because I'm sick of hunting round at work for a spanner or something like that fits. And I've got this modular tray set. I bought this ages ago. This is the flex head ratchet spanners. Now, I've never really liked these ones. If you're looking at getting an Halford's spanner set, I recommend the fixed head ratchet spanners. I only bought these because I think they're around about 70 quid normal price, and whether Halford's made a mistake on the website or what, I don't know, but I paid £22 for them. That is the only reason I bought them, because I saw them for £22. I thought, I'm having them. Yeah, so I don't really use these at home. So they are going in this. I'm going to take them to work. Which brings me on to the next question. Does the Halford's Advanced modular tray sets fit in these drawers? Yeah, they do. Right? I'm going to put this one in the bottom, right? They do fit in there quite snug. There's not a lot of play in it, but there is a bit of a gap at this side, which I have actually got something else. I've got some of this stuff. I've already cut it out, and you'll see that in a minute. But this is Shadowfoam. Right, I've cut this piece so it fits in there nice and snug. Hold them nice and tight. So I'll show you a bit more on that in a minute. So let me just put it all together, and I'll let you have a proper look at it. And I've also got a couple of tools what I've bought new to put in this as well, which I'll insert them into this Shadowfoam. I'll show you what all that's about. So yeah, I'll get it all set up and then bring you back. Right, so these are just a couple of tools what I bought. This is a full sheet of the Shadowfoam. I just wanted to show you this. I have actually used this on a few different things as well, which left quite a few sections spare. So I've sort of patched a load of sections up in here rather than cutting all new pieces out. With this, this is only going to work, so it's going to get wrecked basically over some, you know, over a couple of years, so I'm not bothered. So I bought some screwdrivers, vernier calipers, 30mm ratchet spanner. Now the 30mm is the most commonly used spanner where I work. We use it for all sorts of stuff, bolting stuff to machinery, bolting stuff to tables and stuff like that. And we haven't got a ratchet spanner, so I thought I'd treat myself to one. It is a US Pro, which I went for US Pro. I've had a few things from US Pro before, and I've always found them to be, you know, relatively good at a cheap price. So that's the ratchet spanner. 2 foot. It's an engineering ruler basically. Pliers and some, well, an adjustable spanner set. I've also got an old pair of snips, what I'm going to be putting in, you know, because I'm not using them anyway. So I'll get all this lot unboxed. I'll put them in here, I get the Shadowfoam set up, and I'll just give you a quick demonstration on how to install something into the Shadowfoam. Right, I'll just give you a quick look at how I've got it set up so far. So that is the ratchet spanners, bottom drawer. As you can see, there's a little bit of Shadowfoam there, which I'm going to put them in that little piece there. And then going to the next bit, this is a 3/8 ratchet and some sockets. There's a few attachments as well for that. I'll probably put the adjustable spanner and pair of pliers in there like that, and that leaves a bit of space for whatever else I might want to add at some point. And then in the top drawer, got me new screwdrivers, and again some extra places to put whatever in the future. Obviously big spanner, I use that all the time, so that can go in the top with the vernier and what have you. So I'll get set up, I'll show you how to cut these pieces out. Right, so as you can see, this is the section out of the bottom drawer. Basically I've just placed it in the middle. This is like a scalpel thing. I just want to say, if I will leave the link in the description where you can buy this Shadowfoam from. I've also got a link which I'll put here, which will give you 10% off everything that you buy from there, and you will get a cutting kit as well, which something like this comes in, and then you can just replace the blades. They are really sharp. So yeah, basically all you want to do is you just trace it. So I've got a nice sharp blade in. It's a new blade. You want to be careful not to cut your fingers, because they are extremely sharp. Trying to not get my hand in the way so you can actually see what I'm doing, but you get the idea. It's literally, you're just tracing the tool. Right, once you've gone round it, you'll be able to see where it's, and then you just get your finger in like that, peel it back, there you go. Obviously I need to go a little bit deeper with it, so you can just go around it again. Oops. Yeah, do it a little bit more careful. Not like me running off everywhere. trying to rush it, you see. You always get a better finish if you don't rush it. Take your time. So will peel up in layers. It's sometimes a bit difficult to grab, and that's because I've not cut it properly. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Lovely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of a cutout so that I can actually get my finger in to pull it out. So what I'm going to do on this, I'm just going to simply just go straight across like that. That gives you enough space to get your finger in and just pull it out, so that fits in there nicely. When I need them, I know where they are. Nope, you couldn't even see it then, could you? So that's gone back in there nicely. Do the demonstration. So I'll get the other bits cut out and then we'll finish this off. So that's the quick look at the Halford's portable toolbox. Like I said, this is very cheap for what it is. If you drop it, it's not going to hold up to it. You know, the quality is okay. It's not bad for the price that you're paying for it. But it's definitely not heavy duty. It is literally a DIY. Somewhere that you can just put a few tools in, stick it in your shed. You know, you might just need to have a toolbox that you can carry about occasionally. See, I'm going to take this to work and it's probably going to get put in one spot and never move. But it does what it's supposed to do. It holds your tools in. You can fit the Halford's, the modular tray sets in, so if you wanted to get a couple of them sets, it will fit in there. But overall, I think it's a nice little toolbox for the price, basically. Yeah, I'd be a bit disappointed if I paid more than what I did for it, but I am happy with what it's like for the price. Yeah. Oh, one other thing, you can actually put a little padlock through to lock it if you want. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this one. Remember, if you're not subscribed, I would appreciate it. Maybe drop a like on it and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.